Hello, my name is Slava Baranovsky and I'm a Joe Harp teacher, instructor and coach. Today we will talk about proper Joe Harp maintenance. The Joe Harp maintenance is a simple concept that includes knowing how to use the Joe Harp, how to store the Joe Harp, and how to clean the Joe Harp. Now, these three aspects are important if you would like your Joe Harp to live a long and healthy life. We will touch upon each of these subjects. First, I will talk to you how to use the Joe Harp, then we'll discuss how to store it, and in the end I will show you how to clean the Joe Harp. Now, knowing how to use the Joe Harp implies that you possess a technique that allows you to play the Joe Harp safely. The Joe Harp basics. You should know the basics because without the basics your instrument will forever be in danger. So this is my first Joe Harp, the first Joe Harp that I ever owned. And this Joe Harp was bought back when I just started being interested in this instrument. So we're talking 6 years, maybe more. And I didn't know how to properly play the Joe Harp. I used it intuitively. The seller at the shop, the souvenir shop, showed me how to hold it and how to make sounds, and that was it. And I know now that my technique was flawed, and if I were to know how to properly use the Joe Harp, if I would know the Joe Harp basics, at that moment this Joe Harp would not be in danger. Yet, principle number 2, how to store and how to keep it. This also played in this Joe Harp's demise because it didn't have a case when I bought it. It was hanging on a nail in the shop. So I used a string and it was hanging on my chest with the reed sticking out. And it was autumn, I believe, and I wore a woolly sweater, and the constant rubbing and bending the reed and then playing aggressively, it all came down to me breaking the Joe Harp. So each Joe Harp should have a case. Sometimes it's going to be a case that is made also by the creator of the Joe Harp. The majority of my Joe Harps, we can have wooden cases like this, like a sarcophagus. There can be 3D printed cases, like this one, the beautiful Tildrassil 3. Yeah, and it's light and it's reliable. Then we have something with a string which you can safely keep on your chest, safely wear on your chest, because the Joe Harp is protected. And or in a pocket, in your bag, wherever. But there are sometimes handmade cases, like the one for this little fella. And I wanted a lightweight case, so I just took a piece of wood. And this was handmade case. I have another, here is another case that was made for a caseless Joe Harp. And this was a branch from the forest, from some sort of pine tree, I don't remember which one. And it was covered in tunnels which were made by the bugs. And then I just cut out with my Swiss Army knife the cavity, so to say, and burned it with a torch and cleaned it and oiled it. So it's safe, it doesn't leave any marks, and it smells good. It smells of fire and forest. So, having a case is crucial if you want to take your jaw harp anywhere. If you want to leave your house or whichever place you keep your jaw harps in and take them with you, your jaw harp needs a case. Another point that I want to make is that the reason we will touch upon cleaning the jaw harp is rust. So corrosion is something that metals are have a weak point. Not all metals, but if we're talking about steel or iron, something that oxidizes aggressively, the jaw harp that you have, you should keep it in a dry space. So let's recap. First, know how to play the jaw harp properly, know how to use it. Second, know how to store it. And the third aspect is where it starts to get a little bit messy, because those jaw harps that are in use will inevitably get corrosion on them. Your breath is moist, your lips are moist, so inevitably your jaw harp will start getting corrosion on it. Now, I purposefully didn't clean this jaw harp for some time. I knew that eventually the topic of jaw harp maintenance needs to be discussed on this channel, and I'm gonna show you my cleaning box. My small cleaning box, which is a simple metal container. There used to be puer tea in it. Now the first layer is microfiber tissue, something that you use to clean your glasses or maybe your monitor. The second layer is alcohol wipes. So they come in pairs. One is before cleaning and one is after, as a finishing touch. Then my one and only caseless jaw harp, which is a Ukrainian drimba. And it lives in this box. Next, we have a small tissue that you get on your dishes cleaning sponges. Then we have a soft polyester, I don't really sure how to properly call it. Then I have some essential oil. This one is juniper berry. It's amazing, it's spiny, and yeah, lightens up your day. We'll talk about oils maybe later. And then I have, and this is paste, a paste for polishing paste basically. And another bigger tissue to cut pieces off when this one we'll have to go. Okay, let's go step by step. Step number 1, get everything ready. So we have clean surface to work on. Take your jaw harp, take your abrasive sponge, and take your essential oils. Now, spirit wipe number 1. What I'm trying to do is to wipe any and all oils that cover the metal that came from my hands. Human skin is covered in oils for protective purposes, of course. And this oil covers the jaw harp. So I'm removing that protective layer. Now, we take oil and we put a few drops. And start rubbing it in. Look where you have the dirty spots and just wipe. So the jaw harp is wet of oil, so to say, and all you do is just start grinding. I should take a picture before and after, I suppose, so you can see the contrast. Let's do it right now. Okay, so snapshot number 1, snapshot number 2. I have just started cleaning the jaw harp. And let's continue on. Already the vast majority of the dirt comes off really quickly, especially if the case is not that severe, let's put it like that. So this is, I think it's medium severeness. I did want you to visually observe the corrosion. And I prefer personally not to push it like that. No more than absolutely necessary. Yeah, and this takes time. So maybe put a book close to you, something to read, maybe something to watch, someone to talk to, whatever your kink is. Now, as I've said, this is a little messy. So the oil, the dirty oil from the jaw harp, the corrosion, the rust comes off, and the oil takes it and puts it on your hands, on your fingers. So you'll need to wash your hands afterwards. But now I think it's good for now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the tap and wash it under a cold water. No soap, no cleaning appliances, just water, clean water, and wipe it dry with a paper tissue. Because we want to remove all the water from the jaw harp. Okay, I think that's enough. Now let's look at the results, if we are happy with the results. The bass is still a bit dirty. I could work more on that part, but I put my attention mainly on the decks. See? Snapshot number 3, snapshot number 4. So it's obviously cleaner and it's nicer to the touch and is more pleasant to look at. Now we take the second alcohol wipe and clean it. Of course, keeping some of that essential oil on it does help, but I personally clean it because sometimes essential oil can irritate your lips, your tongue, so I recommend you cleaning the jaw harp before finishing. Yes, as a finishing touch. Clean it with alcohol. And the finished results. Now, if the rust doesn't come off, the only advice is to keep rubbing. Sometimes, I did show you, I have a box with this polishing paste. Sometimes I take the tissue that I used, I drop a few drops of oil and I rub some polishing paste in the tissue and rub it in and polish whichever part needs additional attention. You could use grinding tools, powered ones, but it's a huge danger because if you damage the reed, you will lose your jaw harp. And this is it. Now we can take it and play it. Thank you, and I will promise you I will never let you down again like that. This concludes the jaw harp maintenance. I have shown you how I clean and how I personally use the jaw harp. And it's your choice to use your instrument however you want, but I would highly recommend and advise you to respect the jaw harp, love it, use it. And the irony is, the more you use it, the faster the corrosion starts and spreads. So, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. You will find useful links in my link tree, so search the comments or the description for a link tree for me. I remain Slava Baranovsky, a jaw harp teacher, instructor and coach.